Hey everyone. Wow, cool mic. Thanks for coming. I wish I could see you better, but first question I was going to ask was, who went to Singapore? Who've been there recently? Okay, cool. Great. Good to see you here as well. So I'm Vitali, CEO at Composability Labs. We build Spark. Spark is a central limit order book, one of the few on-chain order books in crypto. And let me introduce myself in the background. So before Spark, I was building on Solana for almost 3 years. I started on testnet in February 2020. I participated in the first Solana hackathon and the second Solana hackathon as well. I was building Neon EVM and I was doing growth at Mango Markets, and I was contributing to a bunch of other Solana ecosystem projects. Before Solana, I was building Ethereum scalability solutions, mostly Plasma, but that was like second bear market, so a long time ago. On Solana, we had a bunch of issues with storing state on chain, so the whole mission, the whole vision behind Spark is to build an adoptable order book that can easily onboard spot and perp traders. And again, we have removed a bunch of issues that we had on Serum there. Like, for instance, we do not store state on chain, and we match the orders way more efficiently. I have another question. How many of you are traders here? Okay. Not so many. So in this presentation, I'm not going to prove that order books are better than AMMs or worse. I'm just going to share my opinion. And here is the thing. AMMs, heads off, has been with us for a while, like Uniswap and other pool-based products. These are staples of DeFi today, especially EVM-based DeFi. These guys have made this industry more inclusive, and they brought a lot of users, especially from the bankless areas, to this industry. They made finance as a space more accessible for humanity. So it's a great achievement that crypto has brought to the world. Now, order books is not a new product. Order books have been with us for ages, for centuries even. Order books, it's super straightforward. Someone wants to buy something, so there's an intent to buy. Someone else has an intent to sell, and order book matches the two parties, the two sides. AMMs is a different purpose product. AMM is bad, everyone has exchanged the currency in their life, of course. And AMM has been built exactly for this, to swap the currency. Problem is that we are misusing the AMM-based products. Product that has been used, that has been intended for currency exchange initially, is being used for professional trading. This is where order books probably win. Order books provide better liquidity price in general. Now let's have a look at first at AMMs and order books. So, like I told you a couple minutes ago, AMMs have brought inclusivity to this industry. And they are, honestly, if I want to swap one asset to another, I'll go to one of the Uniswap forks. I'll go to PancakeSwap. I'll use Uni. Uni is a great thing. Now, if I want to provide, if I have some liquidity, if I'm LPing essentially, and I want to get some passive yield on that, AMMs are great again. Now, let's say if I'm a retail trader and I started my journey in the AMM and I started swapping the assets and I see, okay, the liquidity price isn't the best. And what I want to do is I want to extract some yield and I want to grow my portfolio and I want to become an LP to other AMMs. The goal is to get the liquidity at the best possible price. And for that, you should be using the globs, the order books. Globs in crypto have been not possible. Like it wasn't possible to build the clubs before just because of the technical constraints. EVM has been slow, expensive. It was hard. And the first product, I think, that brought the adoption to the club was Serum. Serum and Solana, honestly, it's a great invention. SVM has made it possible to build this kind of product. The only thing is that Solana has a pretty bloated state, and Serum has been storing entire state on-chain. It's like on-chain maxi product. So this entire binary search tree has been stored on-chain, which caused Serum to congest all the time. So we at Spark thought, okay, what can we do about it? How can we build a state-minimized club? And we came up with 2 options. Either build our own parallelizable virtual machine on the Ethereum blockchain, because we wanted to use the Ethereum consensus, or use something that is out there already. Now another question, who knows Fuel? Fuel network. Okay, I see a couple hands, and that's more than in Singapore already, but the room was bigger. So Fuel is one of the first rollups on Ethereum. It's one of only 2 stage 2 rollups on Ethereum, by the way. Vitali tweeted about it yesterday, but he likes Fuel overall. Nobody knows Fuel because the guys have been building for a long time, and finally they're launching. Now Fuel is the team that actually invented this term optimistic rollup. So they are OGs. I think when I was building Neon and Solana, there were a handful of rollups, and Fuel was already one of them. With Arbitrum, Starknet, and ZK Sync. As far as I remember, there were only 5. Anyways, so we decided to build it on Fuel. Fuel I think it's a great tech, and it provides the whole set of features that we need to build an efficient club. And we finally launch next month in October. We're launching on the Fuel mainnet. Very excited. Now, again, like I told you in the beginning, I do not think that clubs are better than AMMs. I think these 2 products are, like every business in the world is all about the people, and in crypto it's all about your team, your investors, and your customers. I just think that AMM and club are purposed for different customers. Now this thing is better for for the market makers, pretty straightforward, because clubs provide you laser precise liquidity price. You pay exactly what you you get exactly what you pay for. Now in the AMMs you have this impermanent loss, like it's more, I mean, you have it everywhere, but in the AMMs it's more, you're more exposed to it. I think everyone exchanged the currency at the airport at least once in a while, once in life. And like I had 20 Singaporean dollars recently, and I just exchanged it in the Lisbon airport. And I'm asking, how much do I get for it? They say, €7. What? That's exactly the price you get for your liquidity in the AMM versus the order books. I open my currency exchange application and say, this is €14. You're ripping me off. Okay, they say, you will not pay the fee. What is the fee? €3. All right. That's the AMM thing. In the order book, you get a way better liquidity price. Now, if anyone would ask me what is the mission of the order books in general, I would say provide the next level of financial literacy to the people in crypto, and educate everyone how to buy assets at a better price. I think the same trend exists also in TradFi. I've seen multiple banking applications, including Revolut, that have this broker account embedded where you can buy and sell assets at the exchange. Again, like any, what do you call it? Any stocks app, like Apple stocks, for example, you can buy securities there as well. This is close, but not enough. In crypto, you have like trading without bullshit. Connect wallet, you don't have to regulate yourself, you don't have to go through KYC. You can start trading immediately. So this is actually a great thing because anyone can be a trader now. Anyone can become a trader on the spot. And I think this is where order books win. So for the retail traders on the AMMs, this provides the next step of the opportunity. They can extract the liquidity to later LP and gain passive yield for that. Now, at Spark, we have built something very interesting. We have built what is called state-minimized order book. You can see a trade-off analysis on the screen. All the green ticks. Trustless, censorship resistant, regulation resistant. Why is it regulation resistant, you would ask? Because it's fully on-chain. It turns out that having off-chain order execution and off-chain matching is more similar to TradFi or centralized exchanges than, of course, DeFi. But honestly, for the majority of the customers that we're onboarding, these advantages are minor. Because again, especially in the bear market, not so many people care about decentralization and trustlessness. What really matters is the yield. Again, order books are heavily sitting on a centralized exchange to decentralized exchange arbitrage, and there's a bunch of other strategies involved here. But I think we need to consider a bit like long-term strategy, long-term vision, and this is what we do at Spark. That's why our order book is fully on-chain. Even when we talk to, well, the traders, they're very surprised about it. Now, it's also pretty capital efficient because no matter what, the liquidity price will be laser precise. It will be really good. And I think this is actually the largest advantage that we have. There's no state bloat. We use very lightweight design. We don't store state on chain. Now, this is a long list of the differences between AMM and the order books, but I just think these are two different businesses directed at two different customer groups. AMMs are better for passive LPing, and order books are better for the market makers because they remove the third party. Like AMM in itself is already an algorithm, right? It's already a strategy. So on the order book, you can install whatever you want. It can be also an AMM. Now, we have started onboarding the market makers recently, and what I have discovered, and that's also one of the insights from Singapore, is that there's way more institutions in the upcoming bull market than, well, a couple of years ago, because we had 2 years of bear market essentially. And on Solana, there was exactly the struggle. We couldn't onboard more institutions. Of course, now this problem is, well, removing itself because Solana is so hot. But I think because we have clubs right now, we can onboard the players that are trading on the central limit order books in TradFi. So I think this is actually maturing DeFi in general because we onboard more serious players to the market. So the conclusion is, I feel that anyone who was in this space earlier, who started their journey as a trader on the AMMs, on Uni and other similar products, can expand their strategies and expand their business through the clubs. So it might be the next stage for smaller trading firms and crypto-native trading firms, as well as onboard larger players to this space that already see the opportunity. But still, of course, we have to there's still incentives. And again, like I told before, both products are sitting heavily on the centralized to decentralized exchange arbitrage. So there's still a long way to go. But this is already a first good step. Thank you. Any questions?